Hi everyone, it's very windy today, so again we are filming within my gear room, so you can see all sorts of climbing, outdoor stuff around me. I just wanted to get this video done quite quickly, quite succinctly, and get it out to you all just to update on my current circumstances and where things are at. Basically wanted to follow on from last week, which was a fairly, let's say, heavy subject matter. Today I wanted to keep things a little bit lighter, but also just keep everyone up to date with where I'm at and how things are progressing, which has been interesting. So essentially this has gone from an expedition fundraiser to an expedition/education fundraiser type effort on my behalf. So essentially I've got a month to do online homework and get as fit as possible. So if you want to come hiking or climbing with me, shoot me a message and we will organise that and get it on the calendar and do as much as possible, because yeah, I'm super keen to get as fit as I possibly can again. Let that slip a little bit, not too much, but would love to get fitter again so I can really enjoy what I'm about to embark on. And if you would like to come down to New South Wales, please hit me up, let me know. Any of you guys that friends on Facebook, Instagram, if you want to come for a bit of a road trip, bit of an adventure, hit me up, looking for someone to come down with me. Yeah, talk about that more if you are interested. So essentially I am updating because early last week I got the information that accepted into a course down in Kosciuszko National Park that is being held basically from now is online theory and training, and then the entirety of July is practical training down in Kosciuszko National Park. So this gets me, if I complete this fully, which I'm very much hoping to, and trying very hard to work towards, it gets me my entire Cert 4 in outdoor leadership with combined wilderness first aid and Australian Alpine guide license. So that's over the entirety of July. 3 separate expeditions, 1 snowshoe, 1 cross-country ski, and 1 telemark, with a few days in between of either rest, theory, and other bits of training, logbook assessment, things like that. So essentially I'm going to be down Jindabyne for at least a month doing this stuff, once I've done the online and gotten down there via driving. Now this adds a lot of costs into my life, because it means that I have to pay for my way down, I have to pay for accommodation while I'm there, I have to pay course fees, rental fees on gear, all while paying rent here in Samford at the same time to keep my house. So that's a lot of things that are stacking up, which is why I have raised the bar on the fundraiser. Yeah, not trying to be greedy, trying to be realistic and say, look, I need help, I'm going to do this thing, and I need to do whatever I can to be able to make it happen. I'm working as much as I personally possibly can with my mental health struggles and things. Full-time isn't exactly an option, so I am doing as much as I possibly can, and at the same time very humbly just asking for help if you can, whether that be donation, whether that be sharing, whether that be hitting me up and saying, yeah, let's go hiking, let's go climbing, let's go do this, or those of you that might be interested in doing a quick road trip down south and doing some adventure stuff before the course kicks off, shoot me a message. Look, this is a truly beautiful experience for me to be able to do. I'm very much hoping to come away with all 3 qualifications. That is my goal. But just as a whole, this is an incredible situation that I've managed to get myself into. It's not an entry-level course, so the way that I've gotten in is via my personal and professional experience in the outdoors. Having been a climber, hiker, adventurer for a long time now, with extensive experience in all sorts of terrain and environments. So yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that I need to learn and a lot of stuff that I will be assessed on that, to be honest, I'm not completely comfortable with, but I'm hoping that I will pick it up along the way, and I'm contacting people who I know who might be able to help me over the next month, because yeah, I have a month to get myself prepared, get myself fit, and get the online stuff done. This is also really mentally and physically preparing myself for New Zealand and the entire expedition. That's still completely happening and going ahead. I've just had to attach this into the year and onto everything else, so that's just added expenses and time and all sorts of things onto what I had already planned for this year. And yeah, it very much came out of the blue a little bit, in that as I said, just found out very early last week that I'd been accepted, and basically before I had time to process things, was already having to jump into it all. Now for me, someone who has mental health struggles and is not a pro climber, financing expeditions has always been a struggle for me, whether small or large. Keeping steady part-time work, I can't do full-time, that's just too much for me. Keeping steady part-time work to give me the funds to do large expeditions has always been a challenge for me, which is really why I'm reaching out for serious help right now to help me fund these things, because it's not something I can do alone. As much as I hate to say that, and as much as I would love to be self-reliant, I know that it's not something I can fund alone. So any help is greatly appreciated in any form that you feel you can help me. My dream has always been orientated towards alpine type climbing, mountaineering, adventure type climbing. I don't have time to go exactly into what adventure climbing is, but essentially mixed routes that are very kind of varied, off-track, long, bizarre. Those are the things that really appeal to me, scrambling ridge lines, doing really weird, long, multi-pitch type stuff, doing things in rock, snow, ice, bush, mixed terrain. Those are the things that really appeal to me, and always have, and that's kind of been my entire life and career as a climber, has always been working towards doing more and more obscure things and different things than just trying to punch really hard sport grades. I feel like my entire climbing career has slowly always been steadily working towards just doing very obscure, odd, long adventure type routes. I think I was about 6 years old when I first told my mum that I wanted to climb mountains and that one day I would climb mountains. Back then I had a pretty strong interest in geology and rocks and crystals, just as a general thing. So naturally mountains were just interesting to me. And then I started climbing, and then mountaineering and alpine stuff just coincided and just became more and more interesting, and just the way that I wanted to push things. Obviously living in Brisbane limited that, but then having access to going to Christchurch a lot over the years also opened up a lot of opportunities to do mixed things. And then having the chance to also go down south, New South Wales, a fair bit has opened up to do mixed things over the years. So although Brisbane based has stopped me from being able to constantly get out and do those things, being able to be southern New South Wales and over in New Zealand has definitely enabled me to do a lot of things that are in preparation for more intense mountaineering, more intense pure alpine climbing. Again, I won't go into exactly what these things are because that would take an entire half-hour video. But yes, that's very much where my climbing has always been orientated. That's why I love really, really long multi-pitch stuff so much. Big wall, multi-pitch climbing. Because it's just engaging, it's interesting, you've got so much exposure, there's just a lot of different things going on that I just love. So yes, again, if there's any way that you feel you can help me, please do, or reach out. Thank you for watching this, thank you for listening. I will keep you updated as things progress. With the study and everything, and just thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.